conversation for a no, 10 question for a conversation about amapolas. Yeah. One. What's going to your mind when you so fall of amapolas? I felt amapolas usually bring the feeling of its freedom and the even nostalgia to the intensity, the red color contrasts beautifully with a green landscape, creating a sense of magic. It simply for a minute, the symbol spring like rain while other might connect I with sadness, with sense of the flow where it's often used as symbol of remembrances for those that died and the worst. Two, did you know that Amapola had both medicinal and symbolic meaning, which one that you find the more interest? Musically, certain purposes like the opinion copy or the source powerful by the killers as morphine, the conient, symbolically, Amapola represents one's flip and a depth ison prediction the relency the space in order the most interesting part is how the single forward can bow the heavenly beauty and the memory that time in the show how natural carries multiple layers of meanings. Three, why do you think Amapolas are often associated with remembrances and war memories? During war and war after the battle the Flanders fell, Valentino Red's puppets green fundamentally and the Destelburg soldier had fallen to make the Amapolas a powerful symbol are remembered for a tough sacrifice their lives today, rendering great power to many countries like the UK in Canada, Tory Memorial Day. For had you ever seen Amapolas in real life? Only picture how much was the experiencing Amapola in real life, the keep breaking, taking on life for this experience involved with the wind moving into the braxy colorful living contrast icon and blue sky. It's a very sensory moment, the simplicity of the flower of the beauty in picture they are beautiful but in person in the state and most like with symbols. Five. What do you think about the fact and that amapolas can represent both births and conflicts depending on culture? It's fantastic. It's been fascinating and a bit paradoxical. On one hand, they represent space and their desire for a world without where the other hands because that there is association with opium production and wartime remembers is taking a symbolic conflicts and pay this quality duality makes the Amapola one of the more complex and flowered cultural history. Do you know that some bees and amapolas are used to produce by regular medicinal or morphine? How do you feel about that? It shows the double incarnate of plant. On one side, morphine that being lies semi-familiar, some people suffering from intensity pain. On the other opinion, public had also been there that drugs addiction and trafficking in the remainder technology high style type of depending on human toes where it toes how the heart. Why do you think artists empower the heart of the toes amapola as symbols in the world? Because amapola carry and deep power the sets they represent the beauty and the flower are delicate and the short life during sleep and memory point. Painter often use it in a metaphor for life that fragility loss intensity over the course of wording. Well, great also making the stand out and visible are as striking the symbol of passive action or sacrifice. A all you grow and not policy in your grow crown garden or you do perfect just admiring the naturally growing amapola can be rewarded inside that they add color and symbols to garden. But many people prefer to sit in the Alex Bay where natural and the feel out there the garden that might feel oriental why the filter look like if the natural itself depending on wherever vowels controllability in the authenticity. What do you think Mike and the red amapole stand out so much compared to how the flower intensity and simplicity the powers or ten are more regulate but the red is so about it and capturing attention. instantly. On our roses and only amapolas domes look cultivated, look that wielding free with Michael and even more striking that beyond a KB for powerful symbols way it amapolas can't stop what's king of the story do you think then well the humanity. They might tell a story or revisit how they great battlefield after this destruction. Showing lies can return a betray Hades table as a gift for about balance between Helen and her beauty and sorrow. Amabora basic amazing reminder as that even the more fragile being the king label lasting impact on history. Amapolas. Amapolas are much more than delicate red flowers. They are our lemon symbol, woven culture, medicine, history, the art, wincing, and the welfare. Amapola will get peace, simplicity, and freedom by us, Korean and deeper, mainly that shape the growth context on the similar levels at Mapola Hot Dual. In the 50s, the art semblance speaks or remembrances referentially connect the world what battlefields, what already great among thousands of the and yet they are also linked to conflict, though their association upon was sexuality manifesting a paradox representable how in the heart about pregnancy and fragility medically certain species amapolas are crucial for producing powerful painkillers like morphine and codeine. This highlight the flower, the robot and how the suffering, the misery, source addiction, destruction, it reflects how nature afterthought and bad human choices shape the consequence artists both angry and long painting spirits in my amapola to reflected light and striking the red color. The metaphor for love, passion, memory, the sacrifice, wherever the pine, the point, the song, the amapola stand, the style, emotion represented both beauty, the fragility, and scarcity in color and velvet, but open filter and the color film more intensity and more in the freedom and natural insists the reveal it might get stand up from of the flower catering attention with a more rebellious beauty. It's Amapola called speaks state while the humanity is to reach origins it remembers it in balance state or remits at stop and fragilely team the label powerful level seat and star beauty often carries lesson but joy and sorrow. In conclusion, Amapolas are not yet flowers symbol of light contradiction, but and the word having her reality realizes to represent its naturally are the memories made one of the most meaningful flower in the human history. One. And what's come that you repeat when you see feel fall of amapolas? I feel amapolas are striking emoji that I waking about the speech intensity, the share of red again, the background was green, but the gold felt created, and contrast that fell forward at for some it can simulate how the freedom running through and I feel all purists feel like a sense for a dream or a piloting for other history mentality because amapolas are often their tremors and lost in the pausing on style beyond personal feeling. Poppy felt had become cultural symbol in literature and feel they often represent innocence, nostalgia, or floating natural beauty. They are remain as how fragile light is strong with courage the better much light times current moment in our lives. Singer like beautiful because they don't feel tiny gets like rose in the garden, they grow natural almost really lovely family and landscape by the rough window its parties to returns to did you know that Amapola have for medicinal symbolism meaning which one do you feel more intense with amapolas are perfect example of how the simple plant the current multiply destination musical or opium poppy papa okay has been used over centuries to produce substances like morphine, codeine, and on the derivatives regulating in the by treatment, its medicine has highly conflict like livestock surgeries were alliance yet that explain that the road of the more big addiction crisis so when describing again natural symbol cross cultural samapula symbols flip though to about the quality speech of the beauty and the fragility remembers especially its countries that commemorate soldiers with the red puppies and the rebellious relationship between conflict tragedy between dreams of death with many more intensity depending on perspective is your Pauli sense in the how the medicinal role is fantastic because the show how naturally improves to for the human survival it you Pauli are memory the human emotion the symbolic side is rooted a flower that embodies both love and both beauty and fragility and how you Pauli depth.